What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am back again with another video, and as y'all can tell from the title of today's video, I'm doing something that's kind of different than usual, and that's going to be basically just me looking at the roadmap that Kafir recently just put out, and basically saying what I'm expecting from each point of the roadmap and what I'm hoping for from each point of the roadmap. If you guys know Kafir, you know they've released a bunch of roadmaps in the past. Some of the stuff, a lot of the stuff they've added in the roadmaps has been added. Some of it hasn't, but for the most part, a lot of it has been added, or some form of it. So we're going to look at their most recent roadmap that they released about, I think, 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to say what I want to come out of each part of the roadmap. I hope you guys do enjoy. If you do, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe. It's free, and you can always change your mind later. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So if you look at the roadmap, you can basically tell that there's kind of like a timeline that they're trying to do. Like there's Christmas, Black Friday, Halloween, so that kind of gives you an idea of when the timeline is going to be. That being said, it's almost Halloween, and there's a bunch of stuff before it on the roadmap, so that means it's probably not all coming out before Halloween. Maybe one or two of those things on here is coming out, but basically what this roadmap is telling me is when it's going to come out. It's the stuff that Kafir is putting their focus on and what we can expect to see in the future. So first thing they did is update events. I think this is the one thing that has already been done. I might be wrong. But the big hunt and headhunting arena, I don't remember, to be completely honest, exactly what the changes were, but I know there were some changes. To be completely honest, I really don't do season events, mainly because there's really not much for me to get out of them. But if they change the events to make them better for mid-game players or beginning players, then, you know, good for them. Next up, new bosses. There have not been any new bosses added in a long time, and to be honest, I'm kind of itching for a new boss fight. The bosses in the game have gotten stale. I think there's only really like 13 or 14 real bosses in the game. The last one they added was the Butcher and the Miner, which is basically just a redo of the multiplayer Miner that they put in the transport hub. But to be honest, I want another boss fight. If y'all were just... And I'm not talking like an event where you have to fight a stupid boss like that that's, oh, it's got this, and you have to fight them 10, 15 times just to be able to get this reward. I want maybe, like, if y'all were to introduce another floor of the bunker, like Bunker Alpha Floor 5, and there was another boss there, similar to how the big one is, I think that'd be the best way to incorporate a new boss. From the looks of things, there's a little picture next to where it says new bosses. It looks like that boss might be like a Frozen Zone boss, so maybe it's like an maybe they'll add a boss to Floor 4, make Floor 4 kind of useful too. At the end, where that room where the steel and grenades are, there's an optional boss that you can go for that'll drop 5, 6 red tickets guaranteed, and maybe like a special reward. I think that'd be really cool. Then moving on after that, new weapons. Apart from the armor-piercing weapons, the most recent new weapons they've really added have just been like season event weapons. And then the last true weapon that was added was the Uzi. I'm hoping that when they add new weapons, they add a weapon kind of similar to that. Not like the Uzi exactly, because to be completely honest, I'm not a big fan of the Uzi, but a weapon that adds just more variety into the game like the Uzi does. A weapon that's maybe not too hard to get, but isn't too overpowered. It's not like, oh, it's super easy to get, but it sucks, or it's so hard to get, but it's really overpowered. Just like another mid-game weapon to add more variety, so it's not just either Glock, M16, shotgun, or Uzi. You're not just picking between the four. You have a little bit more variety. Next up, quality of life. I've made a bunch of videos about what quality of life I would like to see changed. I think the biggest quality of life, or one of the biggest quality of life updates I want, is more use for clan, and more so the crater. I think if they fix the crater's economy and add more stuff to do, I mean, I guess it's honestly a little bit more than quality of life, but a quality of life fixing the cost of stuff in the crater would make it so much more active. The crater has lost a bunch of potential that it totally still has. I am still a full believer in the crater, and if they were to just fix a few things, then people would still play it, or at least play it long enough for them to add more permanent stuff in there. Next up, new dog breed and equipment for dogs. I think equipment for dogs would be cool. Maybe like dog armor. Maybe you can fucking give the dogs a weapon or something. I don't know how that would work. Maybe you can put a backpack on the dog where they can store 5 or 6 items with you as long as they follow you around. I really don't see any other way there could be equipment for dogs, but hey, if Kafir can prove me wrong, then more power to them. And then new dog breeds, I'm going to be completely honest, that's not necessarily something I'm really hoping gets added into the game. If you ask me, there's enough breeds already with the Husky, Rottweiler, Corgi, and of course the Shepherd. I think before they add another dog breed, they need to add something else. Like, I really want to fucking see cats in the game. If they were to add cats, I mean, honestly, they really don't even need to have a purpose. If you were just to have, like, cats, something that can roam around the base, that'd be so cool. Next up, new resources. When they say resources, I'm thinking stuff like pine wood or titanium. I really don't see a need for said resources unless there is going to be a level 6 of the wall, because right now you can only upgrade your wall to level 5. If they were to add a level 6, I mean, that'd kind of be interesting, but before you do that, you'd have to add the metal cutter, or maybe it's resources, a special metal you need for the metal cutter during raids. I actually just thought of that. That'd be something really cool. New resources, and those resources are the only way to craft the new weapon, the metal cutter, or the new tool, the metal cutter, that you can use during raids. I think that's honestly a great idea. If you need to do that, do it now. Do it. Next on the roadmap is the repair station. I thought the repair station's already in the game for VIP. If you don't know, if you buy something in the game, you get access to VIP for a week, and if your level is high enough for a VIP, you can get a repair station to where you put any broken weapon in there, and after a day, that broken weapon will restore to its full durability. I mean, it's not broken, but at the same time, it's helpful. But I think with this repair station, what they're wanting to do is make it an actual bench, and I'm all for that. Maybe it's a bench that you craft at your base, and you put a gun in there, and you need maybe a new resource to fuel it. Maybe I think that there's a lot of ways this can tie in together, but I mean, repair bench, nothing crazy. I also just noticed I skipped to the Halloween event, and it's about Halloween, and I haven't really seen anything apart from something on Kefir's TikTok about maybe like reskinning some locations to be Halloweeny, but I don't really think they're going to do anything special for Halloween, which is sad because I was a big fan of the De los Muertos. I fucking botched that name, but I was a big fan of that event that they had 5-6 years ago. I thought it was really interesting. I just really liked the Halloween vibe of the event, where it wasn't too hard, it was fun. I want fun events where I'm not sweating my balls off just to be able to get the end reward that I don't want to have to get on every day to grind this event for like half an hour just to be able to get this. This should be something that maybe takes 15 minutes and is fun and enjoyable to do. That's something I liked about the fair, is the events were fun, apart from the arena where it was taking a bunch of guns. The maze was fun, the game where you have to track the chicken was fun, and then especially the baseball game, that was one of my favorites. So if y'all could do like a fun event for Halloween, like I said, it's almost Halloween, so I doubt they're doing something for that, but if y'all could do a fun event, no complaints. Looks like next on the map is Northern Region. There's kind of two ways they can go in the Northern Region. They can go in the water area, to where I think there's another watchtower out there. They can go past the quarry mines, which I really don't see what else you could put back there. Maybe if they were to put another bunker over there. But there'd really be nothing that makes sense over there for like another bunker, because Charlie's already in the game. Just do that. Maybe they'll add a completely new location, but I doubt that's something they're going to do. But then the other direction they can take it is where the frozen wooded area is. Like I said, there's not much there already. Maybe they'll just they're either going to update that area, make that frozen wooded area kind of useful, or they're going to put something completely new over there. Maybe another base or another watchtower that you can unlock another resource zone, because it says they're adding new resources. Maybe this is the Northern Region that they're adding the resources. Next thing on the roadmap is improved workstations. I mean, I really don't... You say workstations, I'm thinking woodwork bench. Furnace. I mean, I really don't see how it can be improved unless you're trying to do like a mass furnace system, to where you can upgrade they can put resources into the furnace to make the furnace bigger and better, to where you can put in, like, instead of 20 charcoal, like 60 charcoal, so you can max produce and have it going a bunch instead of having to log back in all the time. I think that's something that'd be pretty cool, but apart from that, I really don't see how you can improve workstations as it is, unless they mean something else by workstations. And then Black Friday, they do this pretty much every year. There's really not a special event. It's just going to be a big sale. They do it every year. Like the steel room that usually costs $100, you can get it for maybe $10, $15, which is honestly, if y'all are planning on buying something in the game, I say save your money and wait until Black Friday and get it all then, because there are some really, really good deals, because practically everything you'll want is on sale. So wait until then, because there are some really good deals that you won't want to miss. And then the last thing on the roadmap is the Christmas event. Honestly, last year they did a fun winter event that I didn't hate. I mean, I made a whole video about how I enjoyed it, and I mean, I wouldn't want them to bring that event back, but if they were to do something similar to it, then I wouldn't complain at all. Maybe a little less sweaty, kind of like I was saying with the Halloween event. It's Christmas, something that'd be fun. Something I really, really want them to bring back, something they did a few years ago, was the snowmobile races. Maybe if you could do something different to where you can choose the difficulty of the race you want to do for the different type of rewards, to where if you're a beginner player, you can still have fun, or if you're wanting to try hard, you can try hard. So it caters to all the audiences. And that's the video, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. Just hit 1,000 subscribers, and the journey is only beginning. If you guys ever have any questions about the game, leave them in the comments down below. I will do my best to answer every single question I see. Or, if you want, link for the Discord is in the description. So if you ever have any questions, you can also ask them there. I'm also considering live streaming here pretty soon, so that may be something that'll start up here in a couple weeks. So if that's something you guys are wanting to see, I haven't yet decided if I want to stream on YouTube or if I want to stream on Twitch, but streams are something that I am considering, so let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But anyway, y'all, that is all from me. I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of y'all's day. I'm out. Peace.